On today's show, Jaguar ruins a perfectly good EV, Tesla full self-driving follow-up, Victoria gets one of the world's largest Tesla batteries, and wait, hang on, before we go any further, I'll be right back. Stay around. Welcome everyone, my name's Chris and I do hope you're well. And no, this is not a margarita. No, it's just lemon cordial. But play along with me because, well, if you're lucky enough, you can get your hands on Tesla Tequila. Only available to those in the US, this $250 stunning bottle is made from premium 100% de agave tequila anerdo. I think that's how you say it, and I think that my accent helps. No. Anyway, this, aged for 15 months, is an exclusive small batch and has been actually a long time coming, where in 2018, on April the 1st, you know what that means, Elon tweeted this. And Tesla investors did this. And well, fast forward 2.5 years and well, here it is. Stunning? Yeah. Cheers, Elon. Warning, the following story contains a lot of swearing, which will be censored to keep it YouTube ad revenue friendly. Jaguar has converted its 2017 E-Pace EV into a plug-in hybrid and I can't believe this, a diesel variety plug-in hybrid. Oh, for sake. Let me park that anger for just one moment. Deep breath in, Zen thoughts. Now, let's talk about its features and what's happened here. Basically, they've updated the interior with like a Privy Pro infotainment system with a curved screen, cabin air ionization with a PM 2.5 filtration system to capture those ultrafine particles for improved air quality. I wonder why that is. On the exterior, they've changed the bumper to be more aerodynamically optimized, revised lower apertures and state-of-the-art LED headlights. And well, as noted earlier, Jaguar has added a new 3-cylinder plug-in hybrid powertrain, which can provide like a pure electric range of 54 kilometers, so it gets my tick, and able to accept a DC fast charge of 15 kilowatt hour into that 15 kilowatt hour battery. So, in terms of charging capacity, that little battery can be done in like 30 minutes to 80%. Nice job. Now, this is where my praise for Jaguar stops, because it burns stuff. So emissions are sadly a thing, with 44 to 167 grams of CO2 produced per kilometre. And as I said last week, or a few weeks ago rather, hybrids have their place and well, are a good transition vehicle, but making one that actually uses diesel as its primary fuel source is just plain wrong. The health effects of diesel are well known, with toxic inorganic gases such as like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitric oxide, and nitrogen dioxide. But the most important one, and the one that should have meant the demise of diesel years ago, is elemental carbon. This stuff lines our lungs with like substances that increases your chances of developing asthma, variety of like different lung diseases, heart disease, as well as like brain and immune system issues. Plus, get this, lung cancer. Seriously, lung cancer. The Cancer Council of Australia has a whole page dedicated to it, noting that, if possible, buyers should avoid getting diesel cars. So Jaguar, what the actual putting out a car that had its foundations in zero emissions driving to then produce it that not only harms the environment but also people? It boggles my mind. Inhaling toxic fumes is just wrong. So wrong. Please, Jaguar, I do hope this rant gets your attention and you rethink this strategy because, well, I guarantee you, by 2030, most markets in the world will not allow diesel cars. That at least new sales it is. But conversely, there'll be such strict regulations around using existing diesel cars, people won't want them. They'll be lemons. And your legacy that you're creating here will be known. And people are like, I'm not going to go near that brand because you know what? They burnt me. I suffered a lot of ill health from this and financial loss from this. No, never again. So, yeah, change it up, please. On Tuesday, November 10 and 11, Audi will be holding its online first digital MQ Innovation Summit in 2020. The virtual conference, which is actually free to attend, will be a discussion around future electric mobility and include topics like sustainability, smart cities, and, technology ethics. On the same day, Hyundai is broadcasting from West Hollywood its next generation Hyundai Tucson. Is that how you say it? Is it Tuscan? Is it? I'm unsure. You'll correct me, I know. Anyway, they'll be unveiling an electric variant of it, which will be available next year. On Wednesday, November 11, Apple's unveiling perhaps its new lineup of desktop computers or maybe a new laptop. Not very sure because, they just tease this, don't they? Thursday, November 12 is PlayStation 5 release, and that day, folks, I'll be busy doing that. Friday, Disney Plus will be showing its docu-series Inside Pixar for November 13, and explore the hallowed halls of one of the most imaginative and, animation studios that the world knows. Fun fact, I actually seriously looked into working with them at one stage of my life. Links to all these events are actually found down below, plus also every other article I'll speak to here, so if you're interested, please do check them out and put it in your calendars. Guys and girls, it's mail time, and the last news show that I did, I brought you some impressions around Tesla's full self-driving beta, and boy, you have seen some awesome amazing videos and some awesome amazing fails. And I've left some more links below if you want to go check them out yourself. But nonetheless, you guys had some great things to say about it, and first was Ashley Hill, who wrote, "Can't wait to do full self-driving here in AU. I think we're not that far away from getting the software. And once Tesla insurance covers it, we will see movement for unmanned, think like car sharing, where the car can drive itself to you or maybe to remote operations, and then you drive it, and then you are responsible. And the economy damages to not implementing it will be large enough to get policy writers on board. Others think that we'll actually see this sooner, and Len Johnson predicts that beta full self-driving will be in Australia within 6 months. My guess, and Melon from Tesla Taxi Australia, more like 6 to 8 weeks in my opinion. Well, my gosh, you guys are certainly optimistic, but maybe I should be too, because Elon revealed that last week that Tesla will roll out full self-driving to Canada and Norway after the US. So while Australian beta is not yet announced, and hey guys, girls, perhaps trend this little hashtag on Twitter to get Elon's interest, thanks. I should do my community service here and will point out that Elon has noted many times that as full self-driving improves and features are added, the price will go up. In July this year, the US price increased by $1,000 to $8,000, and soon after the beta full self-driving was released, and that was only to a select few, mind you, they put it promptly up to $10,000 US. Sure, promptly, week and a half, but still, that's pretty damn fast. Now, $10,000 US translates to more than $14,000 Australian. So that is a serious chunk of change, right? But if I was actually a brand new American buyer, or in fact, actually any existing Tesla driver in America right now, and I didn't have full self-driving, I'd actually be a little bit annoyed by this, because you know what? The beta is only available to a very select few people, and those features that they currently have aren't available to hundreds of thousands of Teslas. And so to put the price up on the promise of this coming, because it's still not out in public, we just have to recall that Elon time can stretch. He used to be quite bad at it, I feel, but I think he's got a lot better recently. But nonetheless, his optimism for getting these things out there and to have them regulated and accepted by the authorities is such that I think they're getting ahead of themselves here. And you now know that, forewarned, if you don't get into the full self-driving sooner than later, buy it now, lock it in, get it while it's cheap, because it will go up. And any hint of it coming to Australia, we can just see what happened in America, and it's going to jump by, $4,000 perhaps. So buy it now. Okay, time for a quick round of bites. until we get Star Trek replicators, mining is something that will be used for many years to come. So thinking about how they must be like with like heavy trucks spewing out dangerous exhaust fumes, it's no wonder that companies like Siemens are looking into how to electrify operations. So to get electric trucks into mines, what's going to be needed is like high power DC charging capabilities. And so this is their idea. A charger capable of 125 kilowatts to 600 kilowatts. Yeah, seriously, 600 kilowatts. I had to double check that because it seemed too high. Nonetheless, having high-powered unit like that will allow for rapid charging of the trucks to keep them going in commercial operations. Boy, do you remember 1903? No, me neither. But back then, Harley Davidson produced the Serial 1 motorbike, and well, man, how things have changed, haven't they, right? So, Harley has gone and developed an e-bike named after its first iconic motorbike, and boy, is this thing a stunner. A cafe bike with like white wheels and chunky frame and mid-motor design will no doubt be high on some people's shopping list. Details at present are a bit sketchy, with a full release coming in soon in like 15 days time. Time to buckle up, peeps, we're going rally driving. A few weeks ago, where a Tesla Model 3 took out not only first position in its class of the Targa West Rally in Western Australia, but also virtual first place in all classes. Now, that's if it was allowed to do so. You see, this is Gemtech's second EV, a 2019 Performance Model 3, which was run in the 130 class over several days for a total of 1,000 kilometres. When they completed the series of races, the team finished more than 10 minutes ahead of its nearest rival, a 2013 SSV and a 2001 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 7. Gemtech's car was raced in this speed-limited 130k per hour rally, as it didn't need like any modifications, but if they had actually entered the 165 class, which therefore means 165 km/h top speed, they would have finished more than 4 minutes ahead of that class-winning 1999 Honda Civic. Now, to do this amazing feat, what they did was they actually used a mobile charging system devised by engineer John Edwin to keep the Model 3 battery charged enough to enable high-speed driving. This means like keeping the state of charge at more than 80% for almost the entire race. Next year, they'll add a roll bar to the Model 3, which will allow it to compete in that 165 division, and well, watch this space. Staying with rally cars, check this out, and it seems that, well, high torque and more instant power suits EVs really, really well. And I think, guys and girls, we're going to be seeing a lot more racing teams moving to electric because, well, it makes sense. This vehicle by PRG and Hayden Payton, who reveal a spectacular Hyundai EV rally car based on the Hyundai Kona. Capable of producing 400 kilowatts of power, this rally car took more than 18 months of intense work to build it at their Cromwell facility located in New Zealand. Noted by Payton as being faster on paper than an ICE car with better weight distribution and more reliable because, well, fewer moving parts. The potential of EV technology, electronics and design of its rally car are, well, endless, says Payton. Now, I think this is important because we need racing teams and, well, renowned drivers like Hayden Payton to be like, have the legions of fans who know him from his PWRC World Championship days in 2011 and like his 4 title championships in New Zealand, like in the last decade or so. But nonetheless, those fans will now see EVs doing things that they used to see ICE cars do. And this is going to be a game changer. It really will. Because they'll be like, this car is going faster, it handles better, it's zippy, it's fast, it's not slow. Because people's perception, I don't know why, is that EVs are slow. No. So this is a great demonstration and something I look forward to. In a world drenched in sunlight and endless winds, the producers of the Tesla Hornsdale battery, Neon, bring you the sequel every Victorian has been waiting for. The Mirable. That's not as smooth sounding as like the Hornsdale battery. No. So, wait. Let's just call it this. The Yellow Big Battery. Yeah, that works. So, hey, little fun side fact. This is where I actually shot this B-roll here of the wind farm and almost destroyed my drone in the process. Fun story which my awesome patrons got to see. Anyhow, this 300 megawatt and 450 megawatt hour battery should be ready for November 2021 and will be twice the size of the Tesla horns hour battery in South Australia. The Victorian state government has signed an $84 million contract with Neoni. It's how you pronounce it, they're French, so I'm probably butchering it. Sorry, apologies. And this project, which will actually save power to users and lower the power bills, because, get this, for every $1 invested in the business, we'll actually reap a $2 saving to consumers. That's a South Australian experience and, something you need to learn about, dude. Alright, nice short and sweet episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Look, if you have, do give it a bit of a like, maybe subscribe. It honestly does support the channel, and I'm very close to 7,000 subscribers, so thank you very much to people who have subscribed, and if you haven't already, do join. And if you don't go to the next level, support me over here on Patreon, where you get exclusive behind the scenes content, polls, news, things that you just don't get here. And a big thank you to my producer levels, and that's Ashley Hill, Nigel Faria, and Tessa in the Gong. Now, if you want to also give a bit of love and support, check the links down below, especially if you're in the market for a Tesla Model SX or 3. And otherwise, you know what you can do? Be good and be green.
But I'm gonna